Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and I'm a self-employed mama of 4. My husband and I are on a journey to become debt-free using a zero-based budget and the cash stuffing method because our biggest goal is to invest wisely and give generously. So if you're interested in learning more, stay tuned. Okay, so in today's video, I'm gonna be going through and doing my online spending weekly check-in where I go through the transactions where I was doing online spending and take the cash out of my sinking funds to deposit back into the bank. We do keep a buffer in our bank account for any online spending. A lot of times it's things on Amazon, or if I add something to my grocery order with Target. That's typically where it comes from, but there are just some things that you have to pay for with a card online in order to get it. And so a lot of people think that cash stuffers don't do a lot of online spending, but that's not true at all. I do plenty of online spending. I'm a busy mom and I do enjoy convenience. And so I'm gonna walk you through my method for that. As well as in this video, I'm also gonna talk about the budgeting app that I use and kind of show you how I use it. And so I'm gonna insert that clip into this video at some point so you'll be able to kind of see the method that I use and just kind of the process. So we're gonna start with looking at my online spending weekly check-in page. And so this is where I track all of my online spending. And so it looks like we have 5 transactions, and then there are a couple left over from January that we need to take care of because I didn't have enough cash in my envelopes to cover those. And so we're gonna be paying back into our account this time as well, because I do believe our balance is up in both of those categories. So we'll be able to take care of that. And so let's go ahead and get started with that. And I might actually show you the app that I use right now. So the app that I use is called Every Dollar, and it's through Ramsey Solutions. It's a Dave Ramsey thing. I learned about it when I took Financial Peace University at my church, and I'm absolutely in love with it. And so the way it works is it links to your bank account. So any online transaction that's done through your bank account will show up on the app. And so you go through and you make your budget for the entire month, and you want it to be an every dollar budget, which is basically a zero-based budget. So you put your income in, and then a zero-based budget is your income minus your expenses equals 0. So it doesn't mean you have $0 in your bank account. It just means that every dollar has an assignment at the beginning of the month before that money hits your bank account. So you put in your income and then you go through and prioritize your budget. And so for me, I like to start with my bills. And so I make sure all the bills are paid. And then I move on to my high priority sinking funds binder. And then I go through and I will budget all of those things. And then next is my low priority sinking funds. High priority, these are the things that, like, my 4 walls. So these are the things that we need, that are necessary to take care of ourselves. And then low priority are things that we could live without but still hold value to us. And so I'll prioritize these after bills and after my high priority sinking funds. I'll do low priority, and then I will do my holiday sinking funds last. And so we are paying off debt. So I do allocate a lot of our income to paying off debt. And that is also included in this app as well, where you can input that and it tracks the debt snowball for you. And then my business binder is completely separate because that is literally for both of my businesses. And so that's how the app works. And so it's cool because you can drag and drop. And so it takes a couple of days for the transactions to show up on the app, but once they show up, you can drag and drop them into their correct category, and then it will show you how much you budgeted, how much you've spent, and how much you have remaining. And so what I do is I go through my app once a week and I will categorize everything. And if it is a category that I have cash stuffed, I will write that category down on my tracking sheet with the description, the category, and the amount. And that's why sometimes my dates are off, because I might need to do some research for what a certain transaction was for. So I don't mind that my dates are out of order as long as I have all of the correct transactions on here. Another thing that I will point out is that I always round up. I'm not worried about nickels and dimes. And so I will just round up. So the pretty litter was actually like $47.62 or something. So I just rounded it up to $48. So that's how the app works. I absolutely love it. That's how I track everything, and it just makes it really simple. So I think that you can get the app. I don't know how much it costs now or anything. It's like you pay for it once a year. But it is so worth it in my opinion. I do also track on paper because I like to have that all in one place. But as far as like being able to drag and drop things, my binder always matches what my Every Dollar app says. Some people might think that's too much work, but I like to have my hands all over our finances, know exactly where money's going, how much we have budgeted, etc. So let's get started with the online spending check-in, and we're gonna start with the transactions from January. And so drops is where I get my laundry detergent and my dishwasher pods. This is a subscription that pulls every 6 months, and it's almost exactly how much we need for every 6 months. And so $123 is what was drafted out of our bank account for that. And I keep my drops in low priority since it's a sinking fund. I mean, these are things that we need to take care of ourselves, but it's not necessarily, you know, something that's super urgent either. It's a subscription. I know when it's coming out, so I like to just save up for it over time. I don't think, where did it, oh, it's right here. Okay, so 123. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab, these ones are awful. I'm gonna grab $2 out of here. So this is all going back to the bank. I just did my condensing video, so I figured I would do my online checking right after, because this is, I'm just making change with this. This is all going back to the bank. So we're just gonna put this here. And actually, I might keep this stuff separate so that I can count it at the end. And it might not be exact just because I'm pulling change from here, but that's okay. So then I'm gonna mark off drops. And then eating out, also in low priority. So that was $53. I'm hoping I have that much in here. Yes, okay. So I'm doing this a little different this time because like this is money that was literally just pulled out of our savings account. And so it's all going back anyway. So I might not be able to count it like I normally do at the end, but I'm not super worried about it. So 53, so we're gonna do 60, which means I need to make change for $7. So 5, 6, and 7. And since we're on a condensing kick, I am going to trade these out for a 10. All right. So we will put this back into eating out. You know what, I'm just gonna like put this all together. I'm not gonna be able to count it at the end, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. What I'll do though is I will add up the ones that I did, and I'll probably grab my calculator now and do that just so I can keep track of what I need to deposit into our checking account and what I need to deposit into our savings, because all of the money I pulled for my condensing video, I pulled out of our savings. So I'm gonna grab my calculator real quick. Okay, so we did 123, whoops. And then we did 53. All right, so now we'll move on to our February now that we are all caught up. So Pretty Litter came out. This is also a subscription. I just put it under pet care. But this is cat litter, not, what do you call it? I'm not getting paid to tell you about kitty litter or Pretty Litter, but it is really amazing. So Pretty Litter, if you're watching this, I will totally advertise for you. It is that good. So what's really cool about it is it doesn't smell like anything. They're little crystals and they change colors if there's something like wrong in their urine. So, and I only need to change litter once a month. So, I mean, I'll kind of like keep it cleaned out of courtesy for my cat, but like it hides the smell so good. So $48 is what was taken out. So we're going to take out this 50. I have enough ones. So what should I do? I'm just going to not worry about it. It's okay. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do 58 and then take 10 back. Hello, Emily. Okay. I know a bunch of people are going to comment like, oh, you make things way too difficult for yourself. Yeah, I probably do. since we're on a condensing kick, we'll swap that right out. I probably just royally messed that up. I don't even remember how much I had in this envelope to begin with. I think we're good. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add that right on top there. Okay. Here's the deal, you guys. At the end of the day, this money is your money, okay? Like, don't put too much like emphasis on exact everything. I am not a detailed person. I am like 0% detailed. I like things organized, but I'm not a detailed person. I'm not worried about a couple bucks here and a couple bucks here, because this is all my money. Like, this is like, it's like all, like, this is all my money. So I'm not like super worried if I like mess up or whatever. So eating out, we don't have enough, so we're gonna skip that one. And then once we have more money in that envelope, we'll pay ourselves back. Gifts is in low priority, so we're gonna grab that envelope. So this was a birthday gift. My niece's birthday is in March, and so I already got her gift. I mentioned this in like every video, but gifts is, acts of service and gifts are my love languages. And so like whenever there's a birthday coming up, I always like shop for their birthday like super early, because I just like love buying gifts for people. Okay, so I'm gonna set this here. So 20, 40, 60, 80 is what we're gonna take out. So that's $20. And then I'm gonna condense this even further because I have the cash right here. I have not turned it back into the bank yet. So now left in gifts, we have 50, 70, 90, 1, 2, and 3. So $93. All right, next we have, I'm gonna move this to the side, I think. Next we have pet care. And I should have just kept that envelope out and done both of those at the same time. So we got 2 new dog beds for our German Shepherds, and one of them I paid for with a gift card, an Amazon gift card that I chose for my Fetch Rewards. So if you don't know what Fetch Rewards is, you gotta check it out. I don't have enough money in this one, so that we'll just do that one next time. So Fetch Rewards is awesome because you can scan in all your receipts, which turn into points, which then turn into gift cards, and you can pick gift cards to a bunch of different places. And so these dog beds were like about $50 each, and my gift card was a $50 gift card. So I'm like, oh, sweet. So one of the dog beds I paid for with the gift card, and then the other one I paid for with our debit card. So the last thing is organizing. So that is in low priority, and I will show you these because they're so cute. I got these oil containers. Did I need them? No. I mean, I justified it because our 1-year-old gets into our cabinet all the time, like our pantry, and pulls out all the oil. And the other day I walked into the kitchen and she literally had the lid off the vegetable oil. Like, if I had walked in 30 seconds later, I bet that oil would have been all over. So I bought these right here. They're super cute, off of Amazon. Not a super necessary purchase, but now I don't have to worry about her getting into the oil anymore. So the oil containers were 24, so I'm gonna make change for this 50. I don't have enough 5s. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna not worry about the dollar is what we're gonna do. So I made change for the 50. And then we'll put this back in here and we'll keep this. So 20, 40, 45 is what we have left. All right. All right, so we have 2 transactions that we'll follow up with next time. And I stopped adding 2 on my calculator. So let's figure out what we did. So I can remember this. So we had 123 for drops. We had 53 for eating out. We had Pretty Litter, gifts, and organizing. So $268 is what I need to bring back to the bank from this, and then the rest goes back into my savings from doing my cash condensing video. So hopefully that wasn't too all over the place for you guys, but a lot of you have been asking about the EveryDollar app that I use, and so hopefully my explanation today gave you guys a little insight on why I love it, why I think it's amazing, why it really helps me with pretty much everything I do with cash stuffing, because it's so easy to keep track of all of our transactions. And the other thing I didn't mention that's really cool about the app is that when you do your withdrawals for your cash stuffing, that will also show up. So then you can itemize it into your different categories that you have in the app as well for your cash stuffing. So you know how much you've pulled from your bank account for your envelopes. So that makes it really nice too. I hope you guys survived this video. I feel like this is the third video I've filmed in a row. So I've been filming for a long time and I feel like I'm just getting, like, it's a lot of numbers and counting. So hopefully this all made sense. All of the sheets that I use from this binder are from my shop, which is linked in the description. What I used today specifically was the online spending worksheets, how I track all my online spending. I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you guys in my next video.